So everyone knows the VC firms Andreessen Horowitz, Sequoia, and Benchmark, but one of the really successful VC firms of the last decade or so is called Ribbit Capital, and they produce an annual letter, and they just released their most recent letter today. The letter is called the Power Letter. The last letter in 2025 was called the Token Letter. And I don't like to glaze VCs too much, but Ribbit Capital has seemingly been at the forefront of all the trends of the past decade, from crypto to AI. And their letters are generally pretty predictive of the future, or at least what the capital allocators are thinking about. Additionally, we've been seeing with AI, well, all these private companies are basically worth trillions of dollars. Well, there's sort of a blend between the private market investors and public market investors. There's a fund called Atreides Capital that's run by a guy named Gavin Baker. He used to manage portfolios at Fidelity. It's historically a fund that only, invests in public markets, but because the public markets and private markets for AI are so intertwined, Atreides Capital has been leading growth rounds in a lot of AI companies recently. So because VC funds and the hedge funds slash public market funds are sort of converging a little bit, it's useful to see what the VCs are saying about public markets. I gave the Ribbit letter a skim. One of the companies they talk about that I am super bullish on is called Bloom Energy. Bloom Energy deserves its own video, but the TLDR about Bloom Energy is they essentially make the time to market for powering up these gigawatt scale data centers much faster than connecting to the local grid. A lot of it has to do with regulatory stuff, but also their technology is genuinely pretty modular and easy to stand up. And you don't need to take it from me, you can take it from their order backlog, which is doubling year over year. But the general thesis of the Ribbit Capital letter is that power itself is the bottleneck for the years to come. I linked the letter in the description. I'm going to read it later tonight, and I think you should too.